And to continue down the road, that June I graduated from high school and I started college at the University of Washington, September of '98. And I began my college career as a pre-nursing student. I thought I was going to be the next Florence Nightingale, save a bunch of lives, save the world, and that was not to be so. I encountered things such as organic chemistry and other subjects. That wrecked my GPA for probably a little over a year, and nursing, not for me. I'm very good with the life sciences, but chemistry and that part of it, not so good. So I changed my major to communications with the idea that I would eventually absolutely love to work at Make-A-Wish. And hopefully there would be some things within that discipline that would help me get into that position. And I did, while I was in college, I interned one summer with Carolyn Ward, who used to work at Make-A-Wish and is now a stay-at-home mom. And I joined the Speakers Bureau while I was in college and helped with a few fundraising events. So as I said in the beginning, there are certain dates within a journey that you'll never forget. And probably the most important part of my college story, and you want to show the next slide, is July 3rd, 1999. And that's the day that I met my husband, Mike. We met at a Tacoma Rainiers baseball game. And that, again, is a long story and very kind of creepy because it's very kind of like fate. It was meant to be. But July 3rd, 1999, I met Mike and I fell head over heels, and that's kind of it. And so then we were married 3 years later, just a little over 3 years later, September 7th, 2002, after we graduated from college. And so after we got married and got settled in our first apartment, he already had a job at the Naval Shipyard at Bremerton as a nuclear engineer. But I didn't, so it was time for me to get my feet wet in the working world. And as I started to do that, people would always ask me, well, what would your dream job be? What would you just absolutely love to do? And you can ask anybody I know. I want to work at Make-A-Wish. That's all I want to do my whole life is work at Make-A-Wish. Don't ask me, yeah, that's it. That's all I want to do. It's pretty simple. And my dad always told me growing up that you should find a job you love so much you would do it for free. And that working at Make-A-Wish completely encompasses that saying for me. And obviously, I personally know that life is very short and you should do something that you love. You shouldn't hear that alarm every morning and just hate it and not even want to get out of bed and sit in a cubicle or wherever all day just to get a paycheck and just dread every day going to work. That should not be the way it is. You need to do something that you have passion for and that you love and that you feel makes a difference, or at least makes you happy. And that's what Make-A-Wish is to me. But before I got my job at Make-A-Wish, I became a Wish volunteer, and when you're on that email list, they send, if there's ever a job opening at Make-A-Wish, they always send an email, a message to the volunteers first. Hey, we've got this job opening, here's the descriptions, here's the qualifications. If you or somebody you know is interested, let us know. And I'd always have a little bit of excitement every time I got one of those emails, and I'd read through the description and the qualifications, and so many times it was just, I'd read through each point, and, no, I don't have that, no, I don't know how to do that, that's not me, and it was just always disappointing. So that all changed, though. In December of 2005, I got an email that said they were looking for a part-time Wish and Outreach coordinator. And I got a little bit excited because I thought working part-time would be great, especially in Seattle because I live in Port Orchard. So I wouldn't be able to, I don't think I could have done it full-time, going on the ferry every day. That's a lot of commute time. And I read through each point, and I'm like, oh, I've done that. I can do that. I think I can do that. And I was so excited. And I was at my other job when I was reading this email. I called Mike right away and said, hey, they've got this opening, I'm going to apply. And I think I was the first one to apply for that position. I sent everything into Donna, and it was completely the opportunity that I had been waiting for so long. The opportunity to give back to Make-A-Wish, to the organization that had been so good to me and to my family. And if you want to show the next one, I got to do a lot of really cool things when I worked at Make-A-Wish. And this is Grant. He came all the way from, I believe, if I remember right, from Minnesota to go to Nintendo of America. And I got to interact with some wonderful families. He was a great kid. His family was just really, really nice. And this is him, Grant, with Reggie, Phils, and me, who's the president and CEO of Nintendo of America. And Reggie is just, everybody just calls him Reggie because no one wants to try and pronounce his last name. So, just the nicest, most down-to-earth guy, and has been great. Was great with all the Wish kids. I would always take over to Nintendo. If he was in town in the country, he would usually try and take the time to meet with the families. And I'll never forget this Wish because I kind of know a lot about video games, and mostly because of my husband, because he likes video games. But I grew up with, a Nintendo and would play sometimes. And so Grant asked me when we were driving when we were going to Nintendo, he said, "Well, why do you like video games? You're a girl." And I had to explain it to him, but I don't think I'll ever forget that. It was very, very well timed. He was a smart kid. And so after working at Make-A-Wish, it was, again, just a great, great experience. I miss it so much, and I really miss the coworkers and the environment a lot. And if you want to show the next story, this is why I quit. I thought I worked incredibly hard at Make-A-Wish, at least I think I did, and at other jobs that I've had in my life. But I've never worked harder than I have in the past 11 months, ever in my life. I quit work due to the fact that I was pregnant with twins, and I decided to be a stay-at-home mom for several reasons, but I mean, just childcare alone for two. The costs are outrageous. And I'm going to show the next one. Austin and Sarah were born on July 11th of last year. They're almost to the 1 year point. That's like my big goal, if I can make it through the first year. And after 25 hours of very long induced labor, and that's a whole other story that I'm not going to get into. And I thought that was hard. Oh, no. Giving birth to twins, that was the easy part. That was very easy. And I also like to tell people that two years of chemotherapy was a cakewalk compared to 11 months with twins. So they're great. They're a lot of fun. They're getting to the point, where they're babbling a lot and starting to move around, and they see my little people now, and it's just fantastic to watch, and amazing to watch their growth and development, how much they grow, and so quickly. So just to kind of conclude and wrap things up, even though Austin and Sarah here absolutely take up all of my time, I am still completely determined to be a Wish volunteer, and furthering the mission of Make-A-Wish will always, 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 until I am dead and in the ground, or what the case may be, will always be a part of my life. I can't wait to teach the twins about philanthropic work when they get older. I'm sure I'm probably going to be one of those moms that gets together with all the other moms and is like, let's do some fundraising events. Let's raise some money. Let's do a big sale. That's probably going to be me, and I'll look back on my life and be like, what happened? But I really look forward to that, and teaching them about, that there are people in the world that are less fortunate and need your help.